What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorldPodcast, and we're going to be wrapping up week 1 of the 2018 NFL season, and it starts off with the Jets and the Lions. I'm going to try to explain this to you as simply as I can. I did not see this coming, and I know a lot of you Jet fans are going to lie to me and write in the comments, oh, bro, Jets, and all kinds of foolishness, but we have to be realistic. When Sam Darnold threw that pick six, I threw up in my mouth a little bit. Like, I'm going to be honest about it. I'm like, yo, it's the same old Jets. Same old foolishness going on. Yo, Todd Bowles sucks. You know, all those things go through your mind. And remember, I grew up around a family that were a mixture of Jets and Giant fans, so I'm used to all that stuff, especially with the Jets, because they haven't even touched the surface, you know, pretty much since Joe Namath won that Super Bowl a gazillion years ago. So all those emotions around the people that I was at, because I was actually at a bar watching this game, and, you know, I'm drinking my Guinness. You know, I got a couple dudes, they're drinking whatever they're drinking, and, you know, we're hanging out and we're having some fun. And we see that, and we're like, oh my, bruh, because I don't really care if they win or lose. I'm just watching the game just to watch the game. I enjoy football. So it's a mixture of emotions around the people wearing that Jet jersey and everybody going crazy. But the one thing that I will tell you, once it turned around and I was able to, like, just really sit there semi-drunk and look at Sam Darnold play, that dude looks like he was a veteran. Like, I'm like, who? What? What is going on? And let me say something else about that. It's not only Sam Darnold. The Jets defense played very, very well. I didn't like the fact, what was that? That was Adams that picked that ball off and then got hit and fumbled. I didn't like that. But their defense played very, very well. And that, it kind of scares me, but it doesn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because in the division, obviously, you got like that gorilla in the room who was Tom Brady in the AFC East, and it's just like, okay, when you got to go play with daddy, like, he's going to take, you already know what it is, bro. When you're a young kid coming up and you got like an older brother, older sibling that you got to play against in any sport, you know that they're going to spank you. That's how Tom Brady looks down on the Jets, the Bills, you know, everybody in that division. So I don't know, based on what I saw, yes, because the Lions suck. We're going to talk about the Lions in a second. You know, I've always said that about the Lions. Matthew Stafford hasn't won anything. That's why I was very surprised with his contract, because even with Calvin Johnson, they managed to go 0-16. So Matthew Stafford is not, like, he's not that guy, but, you know, in the NFL, the quarterback position is very, very ideal. And, you know, you got to pay that position. And I respect that, because those men, you know, they touch the ball every snap when, you know, offensively, so they should be paid accordingly. And I'm not going to sit up here and hate on another man's money. I'm just saying that if I'm paying someone, I want production. And Matthew Stafford is not that guy. All right, he proved that against the Jets last night. But let's not even talk about that right now. Let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about good things. The Jets surprised me overall simply because a rookie throwing a pick six, that's supposed to crush you, bro. That's supposed to make you feel like, you know what? I can't do anything. And I was extremely impressed with, people don't seem to, it's just like anything else, right? When you come in as the first time of doing anything, it's a very, very precarious situation. You're very, very nervous. You're stiff. You know that, like, any little thing can break your confidence. Bruh, the dude was just out there balling, man. I don't know. Like, I had to deal with a bunch of crazy Jet fans, but I was very, very excited for them and for New York overall after, you know, what happened with the Giants. And it's like, yo, what, is this real? Do the Jets really have a quarterback that can make decent decisions and a huge arm? You see, that's what the problem is. Let me just explain this. If Sam Darnold is going to be the future of the Jets, I believe that he needs like one deep threat. And, yo, bro, listen, because I don't really like their core right now. Other than Sam Darnold, I don't really like anything that's going on with the Jets. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I have no idea how he was doing what he was doing, because most of the guys that were out there, I never seen a day in my life. So I didn't understand it. But it just goes to show that if you have somebody at that position that has half a brain, you can do a lot of things. Like, he's not a Nathan Peterman. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, he can actually, he's not a squirrel without a brain running around on electrical wires. Sam Darnold can play this game at the highest level. I saw a lot of things with his footwork, the way he was throwing the ball. Obviously, when you throw the ball across your body, you know, that pick's going to happen, and he did, and it's a rookie mistake. But it's also a mistake that a lot of these quarterbacks that we're going to get to, like Derek Carr, Matty Dry Ice, like, these guys still make, and they've been in the league for a while. You know what I'm saying? So him making that mistake, I wasn't mad at him for that. I want him to get that out of his system, because Peyton Manning led the league in interception in his rookie year. Like, it's a lot of stuff that goes on through these young men's minds, and I want to see them get it out now so that they can be better later. And it's nothing, like nothing makes me happier than to see a rookie shine like this, because this puts him like he's on the. I'm here. That's pretty much what Sam Darnold is saying. I'm here right now. You guys suck. I'm here, and I loved seeing that, man. I really, really loved seeing it. I enjoyed the game overall. I will just, I'm not going to go that crazy on the Lions, but I will tell you that Matthew Stafford is not, he hasn't done anything since he's been there. Like, just give me his playoff records, bro. Like, he's just been a guy that had a big arm that can get the ball down the field to Calvin. He's really known for that. Last year was a little bit of a, I don't know what really happened. He was able to get, like, some success. A couple games were taken from them based on bad refereeing and stuff like that. But overall, Matthew Stafford has never really wowed me. He's never been the guy that's like, I got to watch Matthew Stafford. He's primetime. I have no idea why he got that much money, but that guy sucks. I'm just going to be honest with you. That guy is a terrible quarterback. But congratulations to the Jets, man, and the Jets fans. You guys deserve that. Watching this game right here, Marcus Peters is one of the most disrespectful corners in the league, and that's why I love him. Okay? I love this guy. Okay, first of all, the first half was like, nail biter and stuff like that. I don't like these rules. When Aaron Donald was pushed into Derek Carr, I understand the safety of the quarterback. Don't get me wrong. And I think that the game has a lot more to bring, even with these new safety precautions. But there's certain rules that I think they need to reevaluate. And the refs have to be able to go back and look and see if it's something that they can overturn, because I didn't like that call. It was a lot of, and even with the Myles Garrett call from Sunday, they came back and said that it was a bad call on Myles Garrett. It's starting to get really, really like feisty, and you have to be able to look at what these guards are doing and these tackles are doing and pushing people into the QB. That can't be a call, because Aaron Donald is a dog, and he's going to get in your backfield, and he's going to do things to you that you probably don't like, and you're going to deal with it, and you're going to shut up about it if you're in the NFL, because that guy's a stud. But that has nothing to do with any of this. I'm going to tell you right now, Jon Gruden is getting $100 million to be a complete, look, it's the first game, all right? I'm going to break it down for you. First of all, the Rams look good. Gurley looks like he's the best running back in football. Todd Gurley looks like, bro, Le'Veon Bell should, I don't really know how to say this. I don't know, because I want him to get his money, but I don't know if the holdout makes sense. He doesn't have a clean record. He has things that went on in the past. I don't know if he's changed up a lot, as far as his behavior. The locker room doesn't seem to like him too much. You have to assess that as an athlete, because his O-line came after him, and then you got Todd Gurley doing this. Like, everything about Le'Veon Bell is just being really, really destroyed. I don't know if any team is going to give him what he wants, is what I'm trying to say. And I think he was scheduled to get like $14 or something million. I would have just played it out, played well, and just got my money someplace else. Because Todd Gurley looks right now like the best running back in football. I was very, very impressed. If you have him on your fantasy team, you know what I'm talking about. I was very, very impressed with it. But defensively, the Rams showed me what I predicted way before. I've been saying this for a very, very long time. If they don't go to the Super Bowl, it's a bust. That team is stacked. It is stacked. It is ridiculous. Listen, bro, but let's just talk about the way that Marcus Peters closed the game out, with Derek Carr throwing a pass that was like, I think a blind chicken with rabies could have made a better throw. Derek Carr is another guy that he's just a guy. And they're getting all this money. And that's why Khalil Mack and all this stuff, Jon Gruden said in the press conference, Khalil Mack didn't want to be there. That's a lie, bro. That's a complete lie. You didn't talk to the guy since you became the coach. Like, it was, you got rid of, Marquette King. You started doing weird things, bro. Like, Jon Gruden, I don't know what he's doing there, but he's starting to get a rude awakening. Maybe they can turn it around with the Raiders, but I don't believe in Derek Carr. I don't think he's a good quarterback. It's very, very interesting to just think about the way that everything unfolds. He gets this monster contract, Derek Carr, and then he never does anything after that. And that, people, I don't know if people get relaxed, because Tom Brady takes pay cuts every year, and the dude is playing out of his mind. I just don't know what it takes for you to just continue to have that fire burning. Like, even when Peyton Manning was losing all the time to the Patriots when he was with the Colts, that fire in him, you always saw it, but his defense was giving up 90 points a game. It was nothing you can do. I miss those days of that kind of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at Andrew Luck now, and you're like, how was Peyton Manning running that division like that with no defense? It's a certain type of, I don't know what it is in these guys, but you could see it. Like, Derek Carr is just not that guy. And Jon Gruden, I got to see what happens. But with the coaching or whatever else was going on with that, I'm very, look, I don't know what the Raiders are going to do. Am I happy that they paid this man $100 million? Bro, I don't know, because I want the Raiders to win games, bro. Like, when the Raiders are winning football games, the league is more fun. You know what I'm saying? Like Rich Gannon and all these dudes. Bro, I used to watch that stuff and just be excited, you know, the way they dress up and all that stuff. This is embarrassing, bro. Because what can you say to Derek Carr? He's a below. Like, look, bro, I wouldn't draft him. I don't think the guy's good at all. I don't really think that there's any hope with the guy. I think the guy's going to make those kind of mistakes. I think he's going to be an average quarterback. You know, he's an average quarterback. He's not. Tom Brady should be the highest paid quarterback. Well, Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Those two guys should be the highest paid. Then Drew Brees. You could go down the list and start to figure out, you know, it's apples and oranges or whatever. But when Jared Goff is outplaying you, bro, a guy named Goff, bro, the dude's name is Goff, and he's just outplaying you, and you're just looking like the biggest idiot ever, bro. I'm telling you right now, a blind cricket with no legs that can't even make any sound would have played better than Derek Carr last night. Like, I'm not even going to sit up here. Like, if you're a Raiders fan, I told you guys, when you come to Gmias World Podcast, I'm giving you the uncut and the real. You guys have no future with that guy at quarterback. It's none. Maybe he'll be able to do something somewhere down the line, but it's a whole debacle over there. You lose Khalil Mack, and then you keep this team the way it is. You're getting no pass rush. You're getting nothing going on, but then you get rid of this guy. You don't want to pay him. You want to pay a guy that can't throw the football to the team that he plays for. You want a guy that's going to throw the ball to Marcus Peters so they could grab his crotch like he's Marshawn Lynch and just disrespect you. I don't know what to say about this. I will tell you this. It was an exciting week for the first week of the 2018 season. I can't wait to get to week 2. Hopefully you guys join me. Please share the podcast. We're on iTunes, Android, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Right here on YouTube, Gmias World Podcast. I can't wait to see you guys and girls next week, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. One love, y'all.